I'm Paul Bennett at Downeast Under Creations in Millbridge, Maine. And today's video has to do with how to prep a canvas I'm going to use this canvas. This is a store-bought canvas, and we'll just assume it's a bare canvas, and I'm going to prep it for acrylic paint. In a previous video I showed how to take a bare canvas, one that I had made, and prep it for oil-based paint. And I don't have another bare canvas handy, so I'm just using this used store-bought canvas. It had a painting on it that I wasn't very happy with, so I just painted over it. And I will make some gesso. Gesso is simply an Italian word that means chalk. It's basic coating that treats the canvas. It helps fill in the weave and preps the surface to accept your acrylic paint. And so I'm going to use a very inexpensive formulation. I'm going to explain that and show you how I did it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like the video and share it. And if you do subscribe to my video, you're automatically entered into my random drawings. That I have these giveaways from time to time. And in addition to that, it helps me build my YouTube channel, and it doesn't cost you a dime, and I appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Instead of mixing traditional gesso for acrylic painting, a lot of people, they just use PVA glue mixed with a bit of acrylic paint, and a lot of times they'll use baby powder, or they'll use this marble powder. But instead, I'm using this product right here. This is a Zinsser product, Bin 123 primer. It's water-based. It's very thick, has all kinds of pigment in it. It bonds to just about any surface. And I'm going to treat the canvas with this, but I'm going to thicken it up by using this marble powder that I was able to get on Amazon for about $13, I guess. And so I'm just going to mix some of this up. And this has already been in a shaker, so I don't have to really stir it. And I'm not treating the whole can. I'm just going to treat what I need for now. And the reason for that is that the only reason I'm only treating a little bit is because I use this primer on other projects. It's not just for this purpose. So I just want to use it as a straight primer. It's really a good product. Okay. Let's set that aside. And I'm going to get some of this powder out. I don't have any magic formula as to exactly how much to mix in parts. You just go with what you feel is right. And if you think it's a little too thick, you can always add more primer. If it's a little too thin, you can add more of this marble powder. And right now I think I've got it. I'm going to blend it some more, but I think it's going to be, well, yeah, it's much too thick. I put way too much in. So I'll see how this works out. You blend it. You do want this fairly thick, because this is going to fill the weave of the canvas. And the canvas I'm using is actually a store-bought canvas. It's already been treated. It's already been painted on. There was a painting I did that I didn't like, so I just painted over it. But let's just assume that I'm treating a bare canvas. It has absolutely no, it's just raw canvas with no coating. So I've got that pretty well blended, and let me get this in the picture. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour some directly onto the surface here. I can always add more if I want. And I'm taking this plastic card. You could use an old credit card or old ID card, or you could get a squeegee, plastic squeegee. And I'm just spreading it about. You want to try to get a good even coat. You can go over it a few times if you want. And ideally, what I would do is once I'm coated, once I have it spread out, I would go over this with a roller. But I don't happen to have one handy, so just assume I'm using a roller. The roller will give you a nice, even, uniform surface. This is not going to do that. But this is essentially what you do. You want to get it coated. Get a good coat all around. And once you've got it to the point where you know you've got the weave filled, just assume I have a roller. I'll just use this brush over it back and forth a few times. And again, you'd want to do 2 or 3 coats. But you can see how the roller going over it would just put a nice even finish on it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sort of a textured abstract painting on this particular canvas, so I don't really need to have a super smooth surface. So I'm not too worried about not having the roller right now. Don't mind having a little bit of tooth in my homemade gesso. That'll give it something to grip on. I'm just very lightly running the brush over it. You can see it does leave the indentation from the bristles. And I just go back and forth a couple of times. There we have it. And I think we're going to let that dry and we're good to go. This dries in about an hour. I'd give it a little bit longer than that, and then if you want, you can put another coat or 2 on, letting it dry in between coats.